Hi, everybody. Welcome to Beyond the Backcast, where I, Adam Upper, talk with Braydon Ketty to talk about Batman, the animated series. And this week's episode is Never Fear. How you doing today, sir?
I'm not afraid and not afraid to take a stand. Take a
Take-
stand. I if you've ever been on the same road. Did I just
I-
progressively get whiter?
Yeah, I think everyone's figured it out by now. Yes, and I'm trying. I know that song, I know the band, but it's just blanking on who it
Eminem.
is. Sorry.
Eminem.
Wait, was it? No, that is definitely not who I was thinking was on the run.
Who do you think it was?
It's some other band that where is my phone? Oh, it's over there. Okay, I'm not gonna look it up. Shit, yeah, I can't remember what the band is, but yeah, I thought it was some like other song that you're doing. So
I'm pretty fly for a white guy.
yeah, I think I only listened to the first like album or two of Eminem, so I'm not super familiar with his catalog, so that's probably why I didn't place it as an Eminem song. But as I said, yeah, this episode that we're doing is Never Fear. It is the sixth episode produced, but the fourth episode to air, having it air at November 1st, 1997. Do you remember what you were doing on November 1st, 1997?
Oh, Adam, I am so glad you asked that. I was at the premiere for your favorite movie of all time, Titanic.
Uh, sh- Wait, was that fucking 1997?
Yeah.
Holy shit! Yeah, yeah. It's shit that long ago. Yeah, my timeline is off. Yeah, so
Repressed memory.
yeah, no. I was gonna say 99, but that's when Phantom Menace came out, and so I definitely know it was in that somewhere. So I knew
Yeah.
it was before then. So, I shouldn't be surprised that it came out in 1997, even though I am for some reason. I don't know why. But this episode was written by Stan Berkowitz and directed by, I apologize if I'm butchering their name, Kenji Hachizaki. I hope
Gesundheit.
not. So I'm most likely butchering their name, so I apologize if they happen to be listening to this episode. But hit me up and yeah, tell me how off I am with your name. I guess I shouldn't be laughing at that, but my poor white man pronunciation of names.
Yeah, so this is our first episode of the Scarecrow in this new rendition. I think we'll save when we get to him like officially appearing when we talk about his new look. But yeah, this is an exciting new rebrand of the character, and I don't think it took much of a stretch of the imagination reading this to wonder, gee, who's the bad guy?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Like when I said that at the end of the last episode, yeah, I was like, I'm like that one before where I was like totally off, like with who it was. I was like, if this isn't a Scarecrow episode, I'm fucking like, oh yeah, I'd pull Bart Simpson like and eat my shorts.
Yeah. Yeah, Batman was a little slow on the uptake in this episode. Maybe he's huffing a different kind of gas.
Yeah, so it starts off with like Buddy like doing having like the longest like arch like swing ever through
Yeah.
Gotham, where was this guy fucking like have his like a line like locked off at the top, like it was at the top like the tallest building in the fucking Gotham City,
Yeah.
like because he was like going there was no like arc to like what he's doing, he was like going like perpendicular to like that they are or whatever they are parallel with like the ground almost because at least with like like either like Spider-Man or Batman there's always an arc, yeah, up or down to their through their swing. This guy's just going fucking straight,
Yeah.
like it like defies logic. Oh well, like even in this Gotham City.
He's hanging from the police blimps.
Oh yeah, I totally should. Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
What? I just shot a grapple right at. Where did he get this grapple, by the way?
I'm sure like at this point like people have figured out that like that's how Batman's like going across like Gotham or whatnot. So I'm sure like there's like a handy make it kind of guy who did like a crude version, like probably cost like $15,000 per shot or whatever or something
Yeah.
like that. And it has like it's like to make like a shitty version of the Batman one
It's
because
the
I'm saying.
Timu bat grapple.
Yeah, or something like that, or just or some guys just like hey, just yeah, tied off on like one of the blimps.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
he's like, but yeah, he's like, then I think like a kid and his mom look up and he's
That
like,
was the best part.
yeah, he was like, who is that? And he's like, oh, like it's Batman. It looks like, and that's when he like runs into like the lights or whatever, and like said, looks
Neon
like he like
sign.
or neon sign and like sets it off or whatever. It almost looks like he electrocutes himself. He's like, oh, maybe it isn't Batman. And then as he's like doing like the longest swing ever, like Batman and Robin are probably doing their like 90 patrol, and they kind of stick their head out and like, are you like selling off your fucking back grapples or something, or teaching classes or something? Like what's going on here?
No, but I'll make a mental note of that.
He's like, hey, so Robin's like basically like, hey, what's this guy's deal? And he's like, oh, let's go ask him. So
Yeah.
they,
If he's
so they
not
fought.
dead.
So that's like before like you do that, and I think as Buddy runs into the neon sign, he like knocks someone over or something like that. So they end up shooting off their grapples to like across the buildings or whatever, and like save the people and whatnot. And then like then they and then he's like on a windowsill of like the building or whatever, and
Hmm.
Batman's just like, come on, buddy, like if you just follow me, and it's real up high, so we'll follow. And Buddy just like carefree, like, no, it's okay, I'll just go this way, and just he's like jumping and like skipping across the windowsill, and Batman's like, what the fuck, this guy should be like, I know why I'm not scared up here because that's my thing, but you should be a bit more afraid than afraid of this than you should, because it's only like trained professionals and crazy people that are like aren't afraid
Yeah.
be up this high like on the edge.
And he's like, there's a prison, you say? And then like he starts like dancing on the side, and sure enough, he falls again. And Batman's like, oh, you gotta be friggin' kidding me. Yeah, he manages to like save him at the last minute. He's just like, I am not doing this again. Next time you do this, you go splat.
I was gonna pretend I didn't see it and be like, hey, like, then like when Gordon comes to talk to me, be like, hey, remember, I'm not the police. I don't save people.
That guy. Yeah, and so I think yeah, he's very confused as to what's going on, but he doesn't get more information as of yet. But there is a guy who's watching from the ground in this like white like
White suit,
business
yeah,
suit. Yeah. And
yeah,
he's
like white suits are always suspect. I find
I
because
can't, with a white suit, I like it. I've worn like white before. Like I was actually wearing like a white sweater earlier today. And I'm
it's
just
better,
like,
yeah, but like, but even as a suit is even more suspect. I find.
but it's just
Like,
ridiculously hard to maintain when it comes to like,
yeah,
like dirt and grime and
yeah, because all I think of is Tony Montana and Lex Luthor,
yeah,
and to a lesser extent, Lucius Larry.
or black mask.
Yeah, so yeah, all people all that aren't really redeemable.
It's almost like there's something wrong with a white man wearing white, but I can't put my finger on it.
And it's after Labor Day. What the fuck?
Yeah.
No, or is it only after Labor Day?
Is that white or purple? No, yeah, you're right. It's white. Yeah.
Is it only after Labor Day, or is it
After
don't
Labor
wear
Day.
it that we can wear it, or
I
that
think
you
it's
can't?
before Labor Day you can wear it.
Oh yeah,
I don't know who
yeah.
made this rule, but
Yeah,
it's
I
stupid.
always like I always forget that like what the actual thing is. And I know there's like a connection, but like it's been so long that that's like been like a joke thing or whatever that I forget what the actual connotations of the joke is.
Who makes these rules? Who are the fashion police? Is there a fashion Gestapo? Yeah, so this guy later on it cuts to him in this facility where I think it's like a kind of auditorium kind of center, and he's talking to this guy at the end of the table, and I mean it's obviously like with the hint of the like fear being the theme here. I think we can figure out who this is, but we won't say it just yet.
Yeah, yeah,
But
but to anybody who knows, especially probably like has listened to the show, probably listened to Star Trek or watched Star Trek, that
mhm,
like you can tell right away that the voice is Jeffrey Combs.
yeah,
So yeah,
yeah.
so yeah, and I just finished watching Deep Space Nine, yeah, and he was like the Wayuns because like they finds out like they're like a clone alien or a clone alien, yeah. So he's like four or five of the Wayuns, and then he's like Brunt, like one of the Ferengi that like recurring Ferengi like comes on.
Jeffrey
He's like
Combs was a Ferengi?
yeah, he's like a recurring character and stuff. And at one point there's like a Ferengi episode that they need to go like save like the Grand Nagus or something like that in the Gamma Conjure or whichever one that the wormhole goes to and stuff, and he's like two or three characters on screen at the same time as like different aliens. He's like Wayu, like he's like a Wayu and Brunt, I
This
think,
looks
or something
weird
like
even by Ferengi standards.
that. So, but he was really good in that. And then of course, like I think the first Star Trek I remember seeing him in was I watched Enterprise before I watched DS9. He was great as General Shran.
Oh, nice.
Uh, the blue guys, the Andor, he's an Andorian, like one of the Andorian captain.
Oh yeah.
So and he was like, and he was probably like the one of like the redeeming qualities of that show, one of the few.
Yeah.
He was great.
And also to bring it back to the DCAU, he's the voice of one of Jaffe's favorite characters, The Question.
Oh yes, oh that's right. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, because yeah, like I've only seen like clips of stuff that I don't think I've actually watched an episode with him. Yeah, because I always forget about that until it's like brought up. Yeah. So
I
yeah, but
like
I
his
think
bit where like I forget if it was Supergirl or somebody was like, "Do you go through my trash?" He's like, "Don't be ridiculous. I go through everybody's trash."
longest yes ever.
Yeah. You know that the question would be like behind like so many like Reddit forums if he was, "Hey, James
That
Gunn, I just gave you an idea."
I don't know. Like the question feels more 4chan, almost.
Yeah. Oh no. Would he be an Alex Jones guy?
Or at least watch him enough just to see be able to try and pick out what of the crazy is actually true or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's
Broken
like
clock is right twice a day.
so he probably watches it, but not like because he likes it, because he feels he has to. So, and he's like, and he's caught up on him, and like he knows more about him than his like loyal fans do and shit. And you're just like, why? And he's like, because I did it for justice, whoever, instead of for the like. And he's like,
But yeah, Jeffrey Combs to this character, I love the ghostly like presence he's got with this new voice to him.
but yeah. So in short, Jeffrey Combs is always it was like a good change, yeah. Because I even had to like look up to be like I was like fairly certain he wasn't the voice before. Yeah, it was like Henry Pollock the second, yeah, who was
Hmm.
it before, and now that I'm thinking about it, it didn't really stick out before, like his voice before. So like I guess it does goes to show like how not to say it was like bad, but not like superly distinct, I guess, or whatever. So I'll definitely take the change with the visual change to Jeffrey Combs, because I say you can never go wrong with Jeffrey Combs, because like the first thing I remember seeing him in was the Frighteners, that Michael J. Fox
He
movie.
was in the Frighteners?
Yeah, he was like that the guy, that occult FBI guy that they called in or whatever.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Which I like. I have like a physical copy of that movie, but it's been a while. I haven't watched it since I picked it up, so I need to watch it. It's been a minute since I watched that movie. It's fun. I
Yeah.
enjoyed it. I think it was like I think I'm fairly certain that was like a Peter Jackson movie too. I think.
Yeah, which makes me wonder if it had been from Parkinson's disease, would Michael J. Fox have played Frodo Baggins?
No, I think it would have been it may have been a touch too old for him. Like size wise, it may have worked, but like yeah, because he kind of seemed like the smaller size, but like I don't think so. But he probably would have probably showed up as like one of the hobbits in the Shire, I think, or something, as one of the other main ones or something.
One ring of power. This is heavy, Gandalf. It's your kids, Frodo. We gotta stop your kids. I don't have kids.
Hey, imagine like a hobbit wearing a vest.
We're in one of inflated vest, drinking a Pepsi free at the Green Dragon.
What do you want to give this to you for free?
Yeah, so this guy's berating the guy in the white suit and saying like you lost one of our test subjects. Like I thought you were supposed to keep an eye on him. And he's like we did our best, but like what am I supposed to do when the guy like grabs a grapple and like starts swinging like Spider-Man? And the guy says, "Who the hell's Spider-Man?"
I mean, bet, man, that's
Yeah.
take it.
And then we cut to Bruce Wayne, who's at his office, and he's getting updates from his secretary, who's like, "There's this employee. I think he said his name was like, she said he was like from payroll or legal, and
Yeah.
he's like Seymour Gray or something." And he's been trying to get in touch with you for like ages, and like you're not taking his calls. And she said it's a little weird because he used to be like a very quiet person. And he's like, that's all right. I'll see him when I can. And she says, oh, one more thing. And Bruce says, oh, he's here, isn't he? And then we walk in, and Tim Drake is inside Bruce's office and doing like acrobatic moves. Like he's like holding one hand on the top of Bruce's office chair and spinning around like a top.
That must be like a Wayne Tech chair because like office chairs are notoriously like not like balanced that way. So
No, it's the chair that he uses for like sliding back, like in Batman Forever. Yeah.
just the thing, like if that actually was a thing, that would be like terrifying. Like how much of like a steep like decline you'd have to do like in his office building to like get him out to like Wayne Manor.
Or like the pneumatic pressure you would need to like shoot like a bullet out of a gun down the way.
You
Like
just see him,
Bruce's G-force, he must be going like, ah.
yeah, you see him in there. He's just like trying to like put like his fingers in his ears so his like ears don't like
He has to chew gum
burst.
every time he goes in, so his ears don't pop. Yeah, so he's like to Tim, like, what are you playing hooky? He's like, dude, it's summer vacation. Oh, right. I'm talking to you, like you'd notice.
Like how'd you forget? And he's like, oh yeah, like I'm talking to you.
The last time I had summer vacation? Well, my parents died.
That was right before my first summer vacation, so I never got one.
I can't have summer, no one can. Yeah, so he says, yeah, I looked into that guy last night and like, okay, I get that he's like, talking to them, but it's like, I don't know, like, shouldn't you be worried that your secretary could walk in any moment? Like, he's not saying you're Robin, I'm Batman, but he's talking like superhero business in his office. And he says, the guy who we like rescued last night, he had like acrophobia. And Tim's like, what the heck does that mean? He's like, it means fear of heights. He's like, oh, word? And
Fear Spider-Man?
yeah. Who the hell is Spider-Man?
Fine, man spider. Oh, okay. He is like the
Human
one where he's
spider,
like,
that's the best you got.
yeah, or it's like the one where he's like mutated and has like the six arms and stuff. That's like the one that's in Gotham.
Yeah, so he's like, well, like we'll have to look further into it because there's got to be something here. And then cue Milton from Office Space, who's there to talk to Bruce about his red stapler being stolen.
Or is like his office or his desk being moved or whatever in his office.
Excuse me, Mr. Wayne. I was denied cake at the last company birthday party.
Oh, I like my one friend has like I sometimes question his taste in movies because I finally showed him that movie and he thought it was boring.
I mean, does he have an office job? Because I can understand that. Like, be like, this is hell. Like, this isn't a comedy. This is my life.
And I was like, oh, come on, man. I don't know. There's no accounting for taste sometimes, I guess.
Just doesn't have enough flair.
No, he does. No, he has like the mandated amount, and that's it.
There you go.
That's his problem. Like me, on the other hand, like I definitely have like the extra flair because I'm not a crazy person yet.
Yeah. What is crazy in this world?
Yeah, true enough. Yeah.
Yeah. Gotham City, we're in Gotham World.
Yeah, and I'm right in the middle of it.
Yeah, that you are. We don't need a bat signal. We have Adam standing on the sidewalk just flying a flashlight up.
Yeah, speaking of it, like I like went up to Morgan's right to grab a coffee before we started. Yeah, and there was like this guy on the corner of Dundas and somewhere where I live, and he had he kept on like fucking laughing to himself, and it was like, and like I only can liken it to like a video game like where you hear like just like swinging through like Gotham wherever it does like in like an alleyway or
My
whatever like and,
gosh.
like an unsettledly laughing. I was like I could hear it fucking like as I walked by him to go to Tim because the Tim Hortons is like right there, and on the way back and I could still hear him as I was like getting to my door, and I was like that's I should have not left without my headphones.
Pennywise, is that you?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, or like I was like expecting like the Joker to show up or something like that, and I was like,
Give it
I,
time.
yeah, I was like, yeah, well, hell, it's only like downtown Toronto you'd hear something like that.
I think my favorite like thing that I've seen lately is like 20 years ago to make the Joker, all you had to do is throw him in a tank of acid. Today to make the Joker, all you have to do is throw him into society.
Yeah, 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 pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, this guy, this is Seymour Gray, who's barged into Bruce's office, and his secretary is like, "Mr. Wayne, I told him to wait. I've called security." He's like, "I'm gonna tell you what I think of you, Wayne." He's like, "I've been wanting to give good ideas for too long, but been afraid to tell them, but no more." So he just like throws a bunch of paper. And I actually don't think he did that so much as like just ranted and raved. It's like, okay, so like if you've got good ideas, what are they?
Yeah, I was gonna say like if he actually got any of them off before he got taken away or whatever.
Exactly. It's like,
Yeah,
hey, and
so it's like yeah, get to them already. Just don't say you have ideas. Tell me what they are.
yes, and and so he's like, you want to hear him? Well, fine. I've been afraid of doing this for a longest time, but I'm not afraid no more. I quit. And
Oh
so he
yeah.
like turns around, and that's when before he leaves, he's like, oh, and one more thing. He grabs the secretary and forcibly kisses her. That's where I think of Happy Gilmore. That's assault, brother.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We kind of don't like that sort of thing, especially in the workplace. Yeah, well, not that the workplace is a better way to do it, but yeah, we don't like forcing yourself on people,
Yeah. So then,
but especially right in front of Batman.
yeah, no kidding. That's the thing is like Bruce is doing nothing this entire time. Like I'm sure that if he wanted to, I guess he just figures like, oh, it's just another crazy employee that I've hired. Maybe I should look into my recruiting department.
Well,
But
he does hire like the
the
people who are
ventriloquist.
where, like people like not recuperating, but like just trying to get back into society. Yeah, so I guess something like this might be somewhat expected.
Yeah,
Almost, you would think. So I was like, oh, this is like the third time this week this has happened.
yeah.
I, re-
Arnold's
I, re-
just working
I re-
down the hall and just glad he's not the one who's like gone crazy through the week.
it's like I really should use that lock on the store.
Yeah, and that's the best thing is like Batman of all people. He's like ridiculously like got security like vigilance, except when it comes to his own company, which gets broken into all the time.
Yeah, see how freaking big those doors were. We're like, why not? Why want they locked?
Yeah. Yeah,
Like that's
so
it's basically saying like, yeah, this is my office. Break in here.
yeah, come on, get me. I'm bored. Please, I'm bored.
I
So
need some excuse to turn to Batman.
yeah. So as the security's hauling him away, I don't know how Bruce got the guy's wallet. I don't think he like did he actually throw it at Bruce?
Not that I remember or something. So I guess like it's meant to like maybe like his be him like being like all crazy and like flailing it fell out of his pocket. But I'm crazy and like flailed like that, and I've never dropped my wallet in my pocket that way. So so I'm not sure. Yeah, I can't remember exactly how that happened. Yeah,
Yeah. So he finds a business card inside it that says "Never Fear" with
yeah,
a phone number on it, and he's like, "Huh, that's interesting." And then he goes to this thing. It's kind of like one of those like mental health like seminars where this guru, the guy in the white suit, is on stage. He's like, basically saying the same thing as what that guy was saying at the beginning of the episode. Like, fear is a prison; it holds us back from our potential. And blah 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 blah. I totally don't work for the Scarecrow. Blah 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 blah.
yeah. And you see like him in the back and the background and in the back in possibly his worst disguise so far.
Okay, yeah. Can we talk about this for a second?
That shitty fucking like spaced like pencil mustache and that's it.
He's not changed his clothes whatsoever. He just put on, it's not even a full mustache.
Yeah,
He looks like
yeah,
Caesar Romero.
yeah. It's like the shittiest of mustaches, and like that's it. Like he might have his hair like greased back, maybe, yeah, but and then he is, and then
I am Matches Martinez. Yeah, he looks like a stereotype like Latino, like or
like
Latinx or
almost
whatever the
or like
term is.
or like or almost yeah. If they just needed like the white tank top and like and then just like not the chain or something like that. But they even like they only did like half of it with just like the bad mustache and the possibly slick back hair. Yeah.
It honestly would have been better if he just went in as Batman.
Or just like, or it's like Bruce Wayne, yeah, yeah, because he could just be like, hey, like maybe I need there's no fear in the boardroom, so I can like be like a better like CEO or whatever sort of thing.
Yeah.
He could have swung it off that way instead of like as his the worst fucking yeah. So as Buddy's doing his speech, yeah, he like sneaks off into the office to try and look at, and then even like as not Batman, he's still Batman. So
Yeah.
how do you fucking like let the Scarecrow fucking get the drop on him and fucking knock him out?
Yeah. Scarecrow just whacks a stick against the back of his head as he's like opening
Yeah.
up this cabinet full of canisters.
Yeah, or whatever. Yeah, he's like sees that. Yeah, which is like I meant to do like whatever like the new Unfear toxin that the Scarecrow has. I guess.
Yeah. So what did you think of the new look to the Scarecrow in this?
Yeah, I think one of the big redesigns that I'm not a huge fan of.
No?
It looks kind of weird. I guess. And it was like, and there's Scarecrow is like notorious with having like nooses and stuff like when they're like up on their little thing
No,
or
but I think
whatever.
this is more just an added touch.
So yeah, so like yeah, but I'm not a man. My guy, I feel it. If, does he show up more in this in this new series? Do you
He
know,
shows
or is
up
it
at least one more time. Might be more than that though.
okay? Yeah, so maybe second time around it might grow up me more. Yeah, but not a yeah, not a huge fan of this big redesign. No, really. You?
Personally, I think this is like my favorite redesign. I
Oh,
mean,
really?
there's the Jeffrey Combs of it all, which I think is like the icing on the cake.
Yeah, like that part I like. Yeah, like the recast I like, but because I said it's Jeffrey Combs, so you can't go wrong with him. So.
Yeah, but like the Scarecrow before, I mean, yeah, when they had like kind of like the ghoulish kind of jack-o'-lantern grin on him, I'm like, okay, that's fine. This is like he looks like a ghoul. Like he looks like a zombie. He's got like a one of those like preacher's hats on. Yeah, you mentioned like the nooses like around his neck. And this is the interesting thing is like Paul Dini was saying when they did this redesign, they were like, we're not actually sure how much of this is actually just a guy in a suit and it's not a mask because we don't see Jonathan Crane again. As far as we know, this is his face. It's like, what the hell happened to you? It's kind of like when they rebranded the Scarecrow in the Arkham games, like when they had that jump from like Arkham Asylum into Arkham Knight, where it's just like, oh my gosh, like Killer Croc ripped the shit out of you, dude.
Oh yeah, shit. Yeah, it's been a minute since I've done some streaming. Yes, I need I'm not sure that I can't remember the jump from that, so I'll need to get on that so I can remember what that is. Yeah,
But yeah, personally, I love this new look. I think that I mean, if his whole thing is going to be about fear, like this is terrifying.
yeah,
Like this is the stuff of nightmares.
I guess his look is more scary than his old look. Yeah, because even like the his mask or whatever in the Batman Begins, I think it works more like in tandem with the fear gas in that movie than the original design in the Batman the Animated Series. I think, yeah.
So when Bruce comes to later on, he wakes up in the zoo and he's right next to this like crocodile exhibit. And that's when he's like, "Where am I?" And Scarecrow's up on like this like cliff, like overseeing the exhibit. And he's like, "You're my guest. What were you doing snooping around in my, my office?" And he's like, "I was just looking for some petty cash." He's like, "Oh, you're just a thief, they? Uh, stupid thief." So that's when okay, he pulls out a gun, and the gun shoots this gas at him. And of course, you're gonna think at first it's the Scarecrow. So of course you're gonna think that it's like the fear toxin. It's actually the complete opposite.
The Unfear toxin.
Yeah. So basically, Scarecrow has figured out a way to reverse his toxin into making a thing that takes away your fears because when he's like going up at first to the fence line of the crocodile exhibit, these are massive crocodiles, by the way.
Yeah. They're like snapping at him and stuff. So yeah, backed up and yeah, so obviously trying to keep him away. And then Susie gets sprayed by that. And he's like, "Haha, I scared, yeah, I scared you, didn't I?" But yeah, then he just walks and you know jumps the fence and jumps into the water, and it looks like he gets taken down like underneath the water line, and then all of a sudden like blood trickles up, and he's like, "Oh, now he's part of the food chain," and
Yeah,
then
I
walks
was
in.
wondering if the sensors in this, I'm like, I wonder if they got a loophole in the fact that yes, it's blood, but it's blood in water. Like it's not blood from flesh. Like I'm wondering if that's how they, because at first I was like, okay, clearly someone's dead.
Yeah, like random blood is okay if it's not like it's specifically from him or the
It's a dye packet.
and so he walks away, and then and then he's like under the assumption that because yeah, I don't think he thinks it's Batman. It's just like some random dude. But we obviously know it's so then he resurfaces and stuff, and then a couple of crocodiles or alligators, whatever, that kind of come floating belly up or whatever, and then he
Mhm.
gets out of the water and whatnot.
Fool, this is Batman, breaker of reptile jaws. This is long established. And I'll never forget it, you son of a bitch. So yeah, back at Wade Manor, Alfred and Dim are just sitting around and they're just like, he's been gone a while. I don't know, like you think we should like look into like where he's gone? And Alfred's like, no, I'm sure he's fine. And that's when Bruce just walks in. I'm assuming he walked all the way from the zoo to Wayne Manor.
Because he looks just like kind of pissed or whatever, and he's like, "Suit up." He's like,
Yeah,
and
get in
Dick's
the
like,
plane.
or Tim's like, all right, I guess." And yeah, they get in the bat wing, and this is the part where it seems that they kind of conflate like not having fear with kind of being reckless almost. Because
Yeah, like adrenaline.
Yeah, because I get like the jump from like having like general fear to no fear in the regular person would be more than what Batman Bruce Wayne slash Batman has, because I guess he's, if he's like the ultimate human basically, because he's one of like the Justice League that doesn't have like actual like superpowers or whatever, so he's just like a super trained human, and he's obviously like part of the thing is he's trained his mind to be like peak, human mind or whatever, so he's probably like train the fear out of him to be like, regular stuff if he needs to be heights or like going against like crazy odds sort of thing. And he like knows to like not be afraid and let that be like a human emotion that affects him. So like if you and him getting the no fear, like the no fear gas,
Mhm.
I feel it shouldn't have been like this much of a jump to him being like this reckless.
And how
But like
long
they,
is the exposure of this thing last?
oh yeah, why yeah, I guess that too, yeah. But I guess it's, yeah, because I think it's still like the same night, probably just like later on that night or
It
whatever.
is, but again, it's like, did he walk all the way from the zoo? Like, unless
Yeah,
this zoo is right next to Wayne Manor,
yeah,
like,
because even with like the fear gas, it lasts like a long time, yeah. So
I guess, yeah,
so I guess it's like a plot determined like the time it doesn't wear off.
yeah, it's impenetrable. Yeah, it penetrates plot armor.
But yeah, then he's like, because Batman seems to be flying the Batwing a little more erratic than he usually does or whatever, and like then he they shows and then Robin seems to kind of pick up on this, and they're like going like straight for like a super tall apartment building or skyscraper sort of thing,
Mhm.
and Robin's like, dude, like what the fuck, and then he just kind of pulls up last second and kind of goes straight up. Imagine like if that was like an apartment building and you're like living there,
Yeah,
and
your
you're like,
windows are
yeah,
rattling.
yeah,
Like,
you're just like, yeah, okay, because I know it's like downtown Toronto, like when they're doing uh whoever it is that does like the air show for the CNE weekend. Like the Labor Day weekend or whatever, because they're doing like the practice jets, and you can just hear it like over top, and those jets are super loud. So I
actually, that would
imagine
probably
like,
break the windows.
yeah. So having like a jet like, it's probably like feet, if not inches, away from your fucking window.
Yeah.
And you're like, hey, you're like, oh, I need to wake up at like 5 a.m. to go to work tomorrow. What the fuck?
Yeah. You're, you're just taking a piss, and all of a sudden you're just like, oh, I just shot myself too.
Yeah, because I remember like the first year I was living downtown, and I lived at Bathurst in Adelaide, so it was like just north of like where the scene is and stuff. And I was like, 11th floor of the building, and I had the day off, and it was like playing a video game, my headset on. It was like I didn't have like noise canceling earphones on, and I heard those jets go on. I was like, what the fuck is going on? So I can only imagine
The
what the
Germans are invading, yeah.
yeah, and that it took me like longer than it should have to realize like to put it together, like like, oh yeah, it's like CNE weekend coming up, and the jet thing is. I was like, what the fuck?
It's
So I
Red
can only
Dawn.
so I can only imagine like what the what those, yeah, unless it was like a like the bad like a business like a
A
or whatever,
business
but
fighter jet.
yeah, or no, like or like the building was like for like it was only like it had people in it during the day or whatever. So like
Oh yeah.
so even that like the cleaning crews probably going through and like shit in their pants. So like, well, at
Oh,
least
no
we're here.
kidding.
So at least we're here so we can clean it up afterwards, and no one would be the wiser.
Yeah.
Instead of having like the entire entire like population of the building like collectively shit in their pants.
Yeah. One guy's like coming from one guy's like a Desert Storm veteran. He's like, I'm having the PTSD again. Yeah, so they
or,
have a
or this made me think. I do remember the movie SWAT.
oh yeah.
Or like the part where where they use that little claw thing that Colin Farrell said was talking about or whatever, and they rips the guy's wall open. He's like, "Goddamn robot aliens!"
Holy crap.
So every so often I see like a robot thing, I think of that guy, and it just makes me laugh every time.
Yeah.
And then I always forget like his old partner was freaking like like the bad guy is like Jeremy Renner in that movie.
Jeremy Renner's in that?
Like at the beginning, like the thing that goes wrong is it's Colin Farrell and Jeremy Renner, and then and then Farrell gets put into like the gun cage, and like Jeremy Renner like quits or whatever, and then when that guy puts up like the bounty or whatever, like $100 million to save me or whatever, it's him that
Right.
comes and fucking tries to save him or whatever, or get him out so he can get the money or whatever. Yeah.
So Hawkeye and Bullseye did have a crossover,
Yeah. Yeah,
just not to where you expected
yeah,
it.
yeah, and I met like Michelle Rodriguez and Samuel L. Jackson's in the movie too. Yeah, so he's as Nick Fury. Yeah,
There you go. Nick Familia. Yeah, so Tim is sitting in the back seat of the Batplane as Batman is like ripping alongside this skyscraper and just going like Mach 3. And he's just like, "Hey, this stuff you were talking about, this gas that takes away your fear. By any chance did you take some of it?" And
did you
he's
get
like, "Yeah, but I can control it."
did you inhale it by chance too? He's like, yeah, but I can do it. Like, yeah, clearly you are totally handling it just fine.
Oh yeah, totally. A side note, and totally unrelated. Can I get out?
Yeah, you mean an eject button for like the back for like the rear seat too, right? Not just for you. Okay.
Yes. So they fly back to that facility, and they go looking into the cabinet that Bruce was looking in earlier, looking for evidence, and the cabinet is completely empty. And he's like, what? He's like, that's impossible. And then all of a sudden the lights turn on and the guru is there with his thugs and they all like pull their guns and they're like like you've been sneaking around and like it's time to it's time to put you away for good. He's like, throw down your weapons because he's got like a battering ready to go and he's like, I don't think so. So then Batman starts like just motioning closer to the guys who have their weapons drawn. And Tim's like, Batman, are you friggin' crazy? And he starts pulling up Neo and starts dodging bullets. It almost looks like he's dancing, like la 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 la.
Yes, yeah. So then, what happens after that? I forget.
Oh yeah, he grabs he manages to take down all the thugs, and like he's getting like more and more brutal as he's going along, and then he like ties up the guru, and he's like, where are the canisters and where's Scarecrow? He's like, I'm not telling you nothing. He's like, and you can't do anything. What are you gonna do? Take me to jail? Who said anything about jail? And then takes him to the window and then
Oh yeah,
throws him off the side of the friggin' window ledge.
then he's asking me questions. Yeah, and then he's like not answering. And then he starts like cutting his head the rope to do that. Then as he's doing that, Robin puts his head out and he's like, dude, like, what the fuck you doing? You're like,
Yeah.
you're not really gonna do this, are you? And he's just like, watch me.
Yeah. He's like, you're not gonna kill me. He's like, I can't tell you anything. Like you'll Scarecrow will kill me. And Batman just says, death is death. I'm like, okay. Like, yeah, so he gets this guy gets like saved by Robin at the last second and then passes out. But Robin's just like, Batman, I think you need to take a minute. And he's like, no, I'm fine. Oh yeah, then before the guy passed out, he told Batman that like Scarecrow's gonna, like take the canisters into like
And
this
it
sewer
taking
plant.
out, yeah, well, like one of the subway stations or whatever and stuff. He's gonna set it off there, and he's like, "Oh yeah, just during rush hour." And I was like, "Yeah, I just remember like taking the subway did the rush hour like or like like downtown Toronto and like how many fucking people are there and like how many that many people without fear would be definitely interesting."
Yeah, especially like where the 400 like splits off to the 401. Ugh. every time I drive down to Toronto now, I think I'm in the right lane until I find out too late that I'm in the wrong lane.
Yeah, yeah, so that's your first mistake is trying to drive into Toronto.
Yeah. So he's just kind of like, we gotta stop Scarecrow. Come on. And Robin's just kind of like, all right, like something's got to be done here. So Batman goes up to the roof to get into the Batwing, and all of a sudden there's like a bang, and he gets tied up in like the cord, and like falls down like tied up. And out of the shadows steps Robin, who's the one who fired the wire. And so Robin's okay. Batman's having an intervention. Yeah, sit down, Bruce. We'd like to have a talk.
And too, I think that the unfear toxin has made him forget like everything that Zatara had taught him about escaping and being
I
tied up.
forgot about that. Oh my gosh.
Dude, like that's like part of your thing, like, dude. That's so I thought
Well,
that was kind of
presumably that's kind of how he got out later, but he's also Batman, so like
yeah, but
I
yeah,
should.
I just thought it was so funny that he did. It was it. Well, I guess for plot reasons, yeah, I need to be tied up a bit more. But I just thought that was funny that he was just like, "Oh no, whatever I'm going to do, I'm Batman, I'm tied up."
Yeah. Yeah. So Tim's like you're out of control, like you're not even afraid to stop yourself from killing someone.
Yeah,
And Batman's like, "No, I'm not. By the way, next stop is Arkham Asylum. I will burn that son of a bitch to the ground."
I'm not afraid of killing. I'm going to kill you. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, so Tim's like, like I'm gonna be the one to stop Scarecrow. Like you'd think that this is where he calls in like Alfred to like give him some like pointers or something, or like Batgirl, somebody. But he's like, no, I got this. The 14-year-old kid who's about to jump in a fighter jet, I got this. And so he even takes like Batman's utility belt just so that he doesn't get smart, which made me wonder, like, is Batman like hiking up his pants all the way to fighting Scarecrow to keep him from falling down?
why I never thought that was it was like actually like a belt had to also keep his pants up. It was just more so just to put stuff in more than I don't think it was that type of utility belt.
Yeah. He's wearing the Bat Lululemons. Yeah, so Batman's like you can't do this. Like you need my help. And Tim's like, I can't be like trying to keep you in check and also like trying to stop Scarecrow at the same time. Like, no. And I love this because it's like it's such a thing of like addiction where it's like he's going and he's playing mind games because he's like, Robin, I want to say that I'm proud of you. You did the right thing. I clearly lost control back there. And like this is clearly something that is like pretty dangerous. I just want to be able to help. And Robin's like, like I can't be, looking after you at the same time. It's like, you'll be the boss on this one. Don't worry. And he's like, takes 3 steps towards him. He's just like, you bastard, you almost got me.
He's like, yeah, you almost got me, but yeah, that's not gonna work. Yeah, so.
And Batman's like, untie me, you little shit.
No, maybe we have you make you have an action like your parents did. I mean,
I know where you live. Yeah, your house.
yeah, the room next to you, I can hear you at night, motherfucker.
You talk in your sleep. You say I'm Batman over and over again. Damn right I do. Yeah, so Robin takes a hike. I don't remember how Batman escaped, but he's Batman, so whatever. And then he goes to the subway station where the Scarecrow is getting ready to like make his master plan. He's on this like subway car where he's got a camera and he's like, fear is the glue that holds society together. It keeps people from like their worst impulses and like from pursuing risk. Blah 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 blah. I'm the Scarecrow. Blah blah blah. And by the way, I will unleash this gas if you guys don't give me like all this, you know, all this money for like the antidote, and
But, this is like a time before like YouTube and all this stuff. So like, where was he? Who was he broadcasting to?
well, that was the thing. Was it broadcasted or was it like a
I
tape
don't
he
know.
was
Like,
going to send to the
I
mail?
don't know. That's what I'm trying to write. Like so unless it was like just read it later. But like also kind of seemed like he was trying to do it live or something too. So I was like like what's going on here?
Yeah. You can't even get good cell phone reception on the CTC.
No.
I know, I've tried.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm on it like every day, like almost every day. Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah. So then yeah, Robin's sneaking around and he gets caught by these thugs. I guess that like Scarecrow is outsourced because I'm pretty sure that his thugs are Swiss. they're like, they're like, yeah, we got to caught Robin, yeah. So they
No, they're
they
just that the news said that and they're new to Gotham and needed a job, so they're like,
they're through the temp
yeah,
agency.
yeah, they just happened to get hired by a Scarecrow this time around. This is their intro job, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the other on probation. Yeah, it's like, look what we caught, Scarecrow. And by the way, when Scarecrow is holding the antidote, I mean, it's purely for plot convenience, but the antidote is already in like one of those like
Yeah,
asthma
yeah,
puffers.
it's like yeah.
Like, gee, I wonder why it's in that. It's almost like it's shaped for one person. I mean, one person. I mean, one person.
Or like artists like the fact that the Unfear toxin is just like having asthma.
Hey, asthma is a very scary thing to live with. I have it. Yeah, so they managed to like take down Robin because of course they're gonna do that, and they like take his like cuffs to like tie him to like a subway pole. Batman has managed to get there, and he manages to get them as like the train is like taking off, like loaded with all these canisters, and he manages to fight the thugs. Okay, I admire the animators for making clear here when he throws the thugs off the train, you see that they not, unharmed, but not like to their death, thrown onto the ground, like very smoothly
Yeah,
on the concrete
I
floor
was
next
gonna
to
say
him.
like I think I was gonna say thinking they conveniently slowed down enough to not roll into the fucking side of the mountain or building or whatever the fuck they're going into the tunnel. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
it
Forget
was
a
what
bat cave underneath
it
Wayne Manor.
was what I was
Apparently,
thinking.
all of Gotham City is on top of a cave. Hollow Earth theory is real. Yeah.
So I thought that was funny. Yeah, there was like two rows and they were done, and it was like, oh, that's convenient. Yeah, yeah, like, that train must be not going as fast as it seemed. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's another thing with like the subway, like in between like stations and stuff, like with like how like far like the stations are in between each other and like how fast it seems like it's going. It doesn't seem like it's doing like the same amount of distance, but so as
Yeah.
I always as I guess like the subway's going slower than it feels like.
Yeah. So then, yeah, he manages to get towards Scarecrow, and Scarecrow, like, it has like a bit of a fight with him, and yeah, Batman like just like grabs him by the neck and starts strangling him, and Scarecrow's kind of like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "What do you think I'm doing?" He's like, "Yeah, you're gonna kill me." He's like, "Yeah, friggin' A, I am."
It's like I'm not the Joker. I'm not the one that should be like of all of us that should be killed. Like whatever. So like yeah. So it looks like he's like basically gonna kill him, and then yeah. Then Robin grabs also suspiciously shaped fear like unfear
Well, before he grabs it, we gotta. Robin karate chops his way through the handcuffs, which I'm like, bullshit. Because he's
judo
just
chop.
like, ow. I'm like, no. Unless those cuffs are made of tinfoil, I think not. That really that left a welt. Like,
That's funny.
Yeah. And then yeah, he grabs the aerosol like antidote and tries to stop Batman, and Batman like, pushes him back, and then he's like, "All right, you asked for it." And they just like shoves it right into Batman's mouth and like pushes the button, and
Remember phrasing?
I said what I said. And yeah, so he manages to like kind of come to his senses like right at the last second. It's like Scarecrow is just kind of like and you know that he's just like, I don't know if I ever should screw with this guy again. Like, what the hell, man? And yeah, so the train is like already gone through like where it says dead end. And yeah, he is like going towards like this big like cavernous ravine. And Robin's like, we gotta get off the train. And Batman says, "Don't worry, I'll take care of Scarecrow." And Robin just has this look like, "You're gonna what now?" He's like, "I gotta get him off the train. I'm not friggin' crazy anymore. I
Yeah, it's
mean,
like
no more
it's
than
like
usual."
it's like Pulp Fiction. He's like, take care of him, like take care of him, or oh yeah, I think it was like talk about it, like take care of his wife. He's like me, like take her
Take
out.
her
She's like
out.
no, like no, like on a date. And that interaction always made me laugh.
Describe what Marcellus Wallace looks like. Yeah, so he manages to grab Scarecrow and like jump off the train just as it's like flying off this cliff. I'm just like, why is there a canyon underneath Gotham City?
Or like too like there's only like the two like little barriers at the end before like the edge of the cliff,
Yeah,
like to slow it down. Like usually there's like more than that, and then that little thing that's like a steel like girder thing that's put there, like because I always go to the end of like Shore East and stuff. So like the end of a rail line is always has more stuff there at the end to stop it before it just hits like the end instead of an actual fucking cliff. So
no kidding.
so that line seems poorly maintained.
Yeah, Gotham City taxes at work.
I like come on, Bruce. You can put a little bit more into that sort of thing. Like, come on.
Yeah, so they like escape the train, and like I love how they're like walking out of the subway into like the sunrise upstairs up on the surface. Batman's just dragging Scarecrow behind him, who looks dead. Like he's clearly not, but I'm like, that just looks funny. Like yeah, it's like you're not gonna handcuff him. You're just gonna drag him like a bounty hunter or bring in a fresh
Yeah,
kill.
like Jay's like Jonah Hex, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And Robin's like, "I really thought you were gonna do it." And Batman's like, "You know what? I thought I was too. But you know what, Robin? A little fear is a good thing."
He's like basically reassured that he's not under the fear at the under the effects of the gas anymore and stuff, and makes him happy. Yeah. So what would you give this out of five unfeared toxin capsules?
I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5. I really like the Scarecrow redesign. I thought this was an interesting way of kind of playing with, the Scarecrow shtick of, like facing your fears. I thought they played a little too loose with the rules about like what is considered like suppressing fear and what is considered just stupidity. But yeah, no, I thought it was all right. How about you?
Yeah, I think I'll give it a 3 out of 5 as well. I think it was a decent Scarecrow episode, but I'm not a huge fan of the redesign really. But like but for like his him doing whatever, it seemed to be up Scarecrow's alley. So I'll give it a 3 out of 5, I think, as well. But that is the episode for this week, folks. Thanks everyone for joining us in the Batcave to talk about Batman the Animated Series. Next week episode is Joker's Millions. You can follow us on Twitter/X at Beyond Backcast, on Instagram at Beyond the Backcast. We are on YouTube now at youtube.com/ at Beyond the Backcast. You can check us out there. Give us a rate, review, and subscribe on there or wherever you find your podcast. That would definitely help us out. Where can we find you on the internet, Braden?
You can find me on my podcast, Fandom and Folklore, where we talk about fantasy movies and TV shows and the fandoms that follow them. And if you want to find out more about Beyond the Backcast, go to our Instagram, Beyond the Backcast, click on our link tree, and you can find our Discord, The Batcave, where we talk about all sorts of Batman nerdiness.
Fucking breaking my mic stand here. What the fuck? What the fuck that fell off there. That's not good. And yeah, you can follow me on Instagram at Stunk Chunkin there. That is my personal account. And as I said, thanks for joining us in the Batcave to talk about Batman at the animated series at Beyond the Backcast. Goodbye, good chums. Kapow.